What's up, guys? Welcome to the world's greatest sports betting show. I'm your host, John Hyslop, joined, as always, by the great Matt Modi. What's up, Matt?
What's up, Slop? Doing well. Doing well. Had a nice weekend, feeling refreshed, recharged, ready to bet some dingers.
I feel the exact opposite. We had I don't even know what kind of weekend it was. It got out of control. It was a lot of fun, but it was kind of like the last hurrah before summer's really over. Yeah, because like the kids go back to school this week. I think Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. So they go Wednesday, Thursday. They're out Friday. Do you know what I mean? But then, but on top of that, we have like real college football. Zero nonsense. No, it's like a real Saturday. I'm pretty sure there's games Sunday.
Probably.
I'm not wrong. Like I think so. If I was college football, I'd have games on Sunday. So
and probably Monday too.
On Sunday. Like if I was in charge, there would definitely be like multiple games on Sunday, and then maybe even throw us a Monday night game. I don't know.
I think probably. I mean, I don't actually know this. There probably is a game on Monday.
That's how I like to deal with life too, man. It's like, yeah, there's probably one. You know what I mean? And then I'll just like literally wrap my whole plans around that, even though I have no idea if there really is one.
Yeah, without actually fact checking it. Yeah,
no, I'm gonna actually fact check it now. I'm pretty sure. So we got Thursday. Looks like we have Friday. We've got a lot on Saturday. Hang on, I'm getting it. Geez, a lot on Saturday. Yeah, keep scrolling. One game on Sunday. Okay, it's LSU USC though.
Oh, that's cool.
And then Monday we've got Florida State and Boston College.
Well, we just saw Florida State. I don't know if I want to watch them again.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I bet they kill Boston College because of that. Probably. That's how I do my college football. I'm not very good at college football. I'm probably going to go team totals, move the line type stuff. You know what I mean? So if you see like a 32.5 or, you know, whatever, that's 34.5 for plus money. You know what I mean? That's the only way.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. You just want to end the year up. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to do a lot of damage in college football because I'm more of a player prop guy in NFL. So, you know what I mean? It's tough, man. Those main markets, believe it or not, these sports books, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Player props, I think they can be picked off, but I agree with you on main lines, especially I feel the same way about college football and college basketball. You're betting on kids. I mean, I'm not going to be mad at a kid for missing a shot, missing a throw. So I don't dive too much into the college sports either.
Yeah, no, it's difficult. I know guys like Tommy G loves college more than pros. I'm trying to he'll argue with you what's better every time you talk to him about it. But I don't see what he sees like in terms. I don't know. He's good. I'm not. But
yeah, that's why he likes it better because he's
exactly. I can hold my own. I can profit. I can enjoy my time. It's more of an entertainment thing. Like I got stuff to do. I'm very happy like watching college football when I have a wager on it. So it's not that. It's just I'm just better at NFL. Not the point though. It's Major League Baseball time. I feel like I haven't talked to you since Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. See, we were gonna do a Thunderdome Friday, and then I had to go to Mohegan, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it because like it was a weird schedule thing for me, like kid stuff, and then like it was just I needed to leave at like the time we wanted to record, so it just wasn't gonna work. And then Lucy Burge and the other girl.
Taylor Mathis.
Yeah, that one. So they got into it. So I was trying to get them in because I was like, you know what? We might have to make time because I kind of want to talk. I want to figure out what was going on with that because that was kind of wild. Lucy was a good friend of ours from the Thunderdome. Like she was always here. Like she lived here last summer. So I want to find out what was going on there. Just couldn't make that happen. I think a lot of time stuff. I don't know, whatever. So the Thunderdome just didn't happen on Friday. And I feel like we would have won if it did, though.
Probably. I mean, I will say I've been pretty cold since we last spoke, so maybe the Thunderdome would have just kind of turned things around. But I've totally revamped my strategy for today. I realized that I was picking players that weren't hitting home runs the past couple of days, so I'm changing that to only picking guys that are hitting home runs today. I'm gonna try that out.
Cool. See, I'm gonna do the same thing. I've got 3 that I know are gonna hit home runs. Again, though, dude, like I'm telling you, once I get off of this podcast, I'm dead serious. I'm going to start looking at football stuff again. I know it. And it's like, It's getting there. I don't want to do it, but man, that's all I can think about right now. It's like week 1, we're gonna start getting lines. We already have lines at Caesars, passing and player props, all player props.
Okay.
Not everybody, but the main guys. We already have those for the Thursday and Friday game.
Yeah,
So
I would definitely be doing stuff.
Yeah, your Eagles are on Friday with the Packers, and then the game before that is like the Chiefs and Ravens. I think on Thursday night.
Correct.
So those 2 games have lines. That means they're gonna come, dude. They're coming really soon. All the preseason's over. I think we're probably just waiting for cuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
tomorrow.
And then it's basically we're gonna look at the same player prop lines for multiple weeks. My strategy with that is I'm not doing anything until we have alts, though.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm also not doing anything until I would say not all, majority of the books have prices. Because like when it's just DraftKings out there, you're playing blind and you're probably getting taken to the woodshed because they're just giving out crazy lines with
whatever they want.
Nobody to keep them honest.
And we always need someone to keep those people honest.
Exactly.
All right. So anyways, that's all fun and games. But I mean, in reality, the NFL doesn't start until like next month, really, at this point, because it's still on. We can probably start with baseball. I'm going to go first just because I'm pretty sure after what you just said, I'm pretty sure you're going to go with one of my guys.
Yeah.
I mean, just the feeling. Just the feeling, because you said you're going to start taking guys that are going to hit home runs, and that scared me because I picked 3 guys that are going to hit home runs. The first one is a friend of mine, kind of. I don't know him, and he doesn't know me, but it's Bobby Witt. Okay. It's not in the first game, though. It's going to be in the second game. He's plus 440 at FanDuel is what I had him at. It's 420 now. Okay, so they're moving in the right direction. Again, second game. There's 2 games today that he's going to play in. He's going to get the second one. He's going to get warmed up in the first one. And then we're going to go second one. The haters are going to say that this guy can't hit lefties over the fence. But as usual, the haters, they're just wrong on this one because he just took a lefty yard yesterday. It went like 490 feet probably. Going through his logs, like the plate appearance logs, he literally should have like 1,000 home runs against lefties. Like there are so many 300 and whatever foot fly outs, 405 foot double. You know what I mean? Like just weird stuff like that where you're like, dude, that could have easily been a home run. I mean, the guy hit the ball 100+ miles per hour. So I don't think that's a problem. He's going to get Logan Allen. All right. In the second game, Allen literally looks like he thinks he's pitching home run derby at times. All right. We're talking 20 home runs in 92 innings pitched. That is what I like to call the sweet spot for pitchers. 20 home runs in under 100 innings pitched. Sign me up.
Pretty bad. Yeah. Pretty bad.
And 16 of those were to righties. So this just feels right. I mean, that's a normal split, though. So I mean, we're not telling you anything you don't know. That's pretty normal to have a split like that. But, man, Bobby Witt's going to get him. I know it.
Yeah, well, I actually, in the round robin, I had Bobby Witt, but I had him in game 1. So I might have to double down, take him again in game 2. I'm glad. I was worried you're going to steal one of my guys. I'm glad you didn't. I thought you were. So for my first play, I'm going to go with Kyle Schwarber.
Okay.
To hit a home run.
Yep.
So he, last I checked, was at 300, I believe, at Bet Rivers. If you don't mind pulling it up on the screen there, because also I don't really like Bet Rivers for obvious reasons.
I got him 260. Looks like 280 at DraftKings. 280. Okay, so I can't tell if that's a 6 or an 8.
I think that's an 8. Okay, so it did come down a little bit. I would still take him at the 280 number you can get on a couple books. So we talked about the haters. They're also going to incorrectly point out the fact that he hasn't yet hit a home run in the last week. But if you look at how he's been hitting the ball, 3 barrels in his last 2 games, at least two hard hits in each of his last 3 games. So that's, if I could do my math correctly, 6 hard hits in his last 3 games, which seems pretty good to me. We all know what type of home run binge that Kyle Schwarber can go on when he's barreling the ball up consistently. And he's going up against a guy that loves giving up home runs to left-handed hitters. That would be Ronel Blanco of the Astros. 20 home runs on the year, 13 of those have come against lefties. And that's one of those situations where it's not like what you talked about. Normally you see pitchers giving up more to righties because they see more. That's not the case with Ronald Blanco. And he's been even worse over his last 10 starts. I mean, you look at him on Game Day Insights, it's just red across the board against left-handed hitters. Schwarber crushes four-seam fastballs. He's going to see them over 40% of the time, 60% hard hit rate, 11.5% barrel rate. And then the reason why I chose Schwarber over Bryce Harper is because the next most frequent pitch they'll see are changeups, which Schwarber similarly crushes. And Harper doesn't hit changeups. He hasn't been able to hit changeups all year. So I was scared off a little bit because he also never sees fastballs because he hits them hard, whereas Schwarber, there's no hiding. So that's play number one. Play number two, I'm going to go with Rafael Devers to hit a home run.
Nice.
If you 525 plus 525 at BetMGM feels like somebody's going to get fired over there. That's a crazy price.
Yeah, that is kind of wild.
Especially
I'm pulling them up now. Hang on. Go ahead.
So yeah, and just look at FanDuel plus 390. Okay, so they moved it down to
500.
That's still a number to get you fired off of. And you look at it, 390 on FanDuel. They know he's going to hit a home run. And I mean, I was shocked to see the price at the way it is. He's going up against Jose Barrios, who is my favorite pitcher to target for home runs. His favorite thing to do is to give up home runs. He's given up 27 on the year, which that's a big number because he's pitched a lot of innings. Even if you look at home run per nine, he's has the fifth highest home run per nine in the MLB. He also struggles against lefties. 16 of the 27 home runs have come against lefties and roughly an equal number of at-bats. Despite being a dong ball pitcher, he primarily throws sinkers, which you don't traditionally think of as a home run type of pitch, but Devers crushes sinkers. The last two sinkers that he's seen, he had a home run off of Merrill Kelly and a home run off of Corbin Burns, two decent pitchers. Next up, you'll see the four-seam fastball, also crushed four-seam fastballs from righties. 14.71, almost 15% barrel rate, 68% hard hit rate off of four seamers from right-handed pitching. I feel really, really good about Devers tonight.
All right. So are you a batter versus pitcher guy? And the reason I ask this is because being in the same division, these guys face each other quite a bit. So it looks like here, Devers has seen this guy 35 times and he has 2 dingers off of him. So, but he also has 3 doubles and the average exit velocity is 93 miles per hour. Walk me through, like, what do you see there? Does that matter to you at all?
It's a good question. It's one of those situations where I honestly didn't look at that at all. I probably should have because the same division. It's one of those things where it only matters if it helps my argument, which in this case. But in all seriousness, like I remember I took Anthony Santander one time. I forget who the pitcher was, and somebody commented like he's 0 of 7 against him in his career, and then the first at bat he took him yard. So I don't care a ton about the batter pitcher splits. I care more about like the pitch mix and stuff because if Devers crushes splitters or sinkers from righties, and this guy throws a lot of righties, even if he doesn't have a good history against him, like, I don't know, how differently can he throw a sinker than every other right-handed pitch? You know what I mean? Especially if it's a pitch that the batters just hit nukes off of. So I think it's helpful. I definitely think it's helpful. I don't look into it a ton. I probably honestly should more, but I don't say it really will impact my decision to be on or off a guy if I like the prop.
Yeah, I don't look at batter versus pitcher at all. Like, I look at it, I'm aware of it, but I don't. I'm pretty good at letting it not influence.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean, maybe if you're talking about like they've seen him 8 times and he struck out 7 of them or something, like it's like I don't know. But even then, you don't know when these at bats came. They could have been years ago. Like you just don't. There's just a lot you don't know, and I don't know. I wish there was a site that had batting logs for, you know, certain ones. I think Zeus has, let me think. Zeus has it for this year. So maybe we can look at that and just see if there's something there, but like, I don't know.
I know if you go to like Ballpark Pal has the last 3 years, but they just have the result. They don't have like if the guy flies out, they'll say what % chance it was to be a double home run, all that stuff. But they don't have like miles per hour off the bat launching. They don't have anything like that.
Yeah, we don't have it. I don't think he's seen him this year. So if you don't have it for this year, then it's like, even then though, like there's a lot you don't know, and I think you can get talked out of like pretty good bets just by a 3 at-bat sample size or something like that. You know what I mean? Like whenever there's a bunch of at-bats, I just want to see that the guy hit him over the fence before. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and even then, that's not something I'm gonna like get too excited about. But again, like if you've seen, all right, cool, Devers hit this guy out twice. He's got a multiple doubles, so you got to assume those all hit the top of the fence.
Obviously,
so I mean they were pretty much there. But yeah, okay, all right. So I'm gonna go with a guy that I love. Maybe I love a little too much. Everyone's gonna say that. It's Barry Carpenter. You know him as Carey, but whenever he hits a home run for me, I call him Barry. And Barry is, I think he might be back. I'm kind of looking at Zeus Analytics yesterday. I thought he had a shot against Jonathan Cannon. I didn't know it because I wasn't watching this game, but he hit one 107 miles an hour.
Wow.
355-foot double. That's not bad. He also had a 95.5 miles. We'll call it 96, round up. Helps my case. Went 324 feet. So I guess what I'm saying is he's getting the bat on the ball. He's hitting the ball hard. He also had a 376-foot, home run on the. Oh, that's on the 21st. That doesn't really count. It's 5 days ago. But I mean, I'm just saying he is hitting the ball hard. He's gonna get. I think he's getting Davis Martin tonight.
Yeah, that's correct. Which
I kind of like as a home run guy. There's not a big sample size on this dude, and he hasn't been horrible. So we can kind of pump the brakes a little bit on like him being a dinger guy. But I mean, Barry's assaulting baseballs right now. I mean, 107 miles per hour off the bat that's just smoking. So, you know, if we're being honest, man, I'd be shocked if he didn't hit 2.
You just need him to do half of that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, I mean, that's called value right there.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the lines, we're at the screen on OddsJam for those of you that are listening to this, and it looks like 380 a lot of different places. We got a 425 hanging out there, 430 at FanDuel, 400 at Pinnacle. So, I mean, the 430 feels like an outlier.
Yeah, 350 bet online is pretty good for the 430 at FanDuel too.
Yes. Yeah, Bet Online, is that one that you trust?
I have been told that they're better. They're a sharp book for player props compared to like Pinnacle because they accept a little bit more action on them.
Okay. I'm a big Dave Mason guy. I like Dave Mason. That dude's awesome. And he's basically Bet Online, in my opinion. So I trust them. Actually, like they'll take money from anybody.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I do like that. I don't know. Are you ready for the last one? Because my last one's my favorite one of the day. I risked it all by saving it because I figured you might take it, but you might not. And it's not a Jackson, just so you know.
Okay. I did look at Merrill.
Michael Toglia plus 560 at FanDuel. I'm going to pull him up on the screen real quick and then tell you what I like.
He was in my round. I wasn't going to go with him, but he was in my round robin as well. So he'll probably hit one.
Okay. Well, he's 502 at Pinnacle. We're looking at the screen at OddsJam again here. It's 500 at DraftKings, 500 at Caesars, 475 at Fanatics, 450 at ESPN Bet. Looks like Bet Online. Oh, no, that's my bad. That's Bovada. They're at 500. So, I don't know. I mean, we're getting a good price at FanDuel, definitely. And then once you kind of dive into the actual, like, him hitting a home run, that part of it, like the fundamental part.
Yeah.
I've kind of been waiting for him to be back. All right. It's been a minute. He on the 1st of August, I think he was the second guy to cash for me. So we cashed a 2-legger with him. So
I remember that.
Yeah, he's a Circle of Trust guy. Definitely. I think he's back. He's been slapping right-handers around for a few days now, which just sets us up perfectly for Edward Cabrera. On the season, Cabrera's given up 13 home runs in just 65 innings of work, which is pretty bad. That puts him in the 20 and 100 category for me, which I like. He's just if you're a Marlins guy, he's just not the guy you want to see facing our boy Tolia. I'm gonna get Tolia's whatchamacallit up here.
So is it Tolia or Toglia?
Tolia.
Okay, I've been.
Yeah, I actually looked it up. I told him I would look it up and I would say it right if he covered that day for me, and he did. So from now on, it's Michael Tolia. Okay. All right, so it looks like over the weekend he did hit one. He went 422 off of Mark Leiter on a sinker. I mean, he slapped that. Jesus Christ. He also had another 100-mile-an-hour ball. 110 was that home run. 100 against Tanner Rainey on the 21st. So, I mean, he's getting right-handers. Looks like a 102 on the 17th against your boy, Dylan Cease. I think that's your boy. It's someone's boy. But, I mean, I don't know. He had a couple strikeouts, which I don't love, but that was Stroman. Like, I would have never taken him against Stroman. So there is that. I don't know, man. I think he's back. The other thing is he's a switch hitter. So if we do get a lefty later on, they start trying to get slick on us, he can hit them, I think, even better. Yeah, 92-mile-an-hour average exit velocity against those left-handers. Looking at those at-bat logs, not great in the last few days, but there's a $110 right there. I mean, dude, this guy, he hits the ball. I mean, he just hits the ball hard. What do you want from him, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was, like I said, he was in my round robin, so I like him too. Yeah. I mean, his ISO rate on the year is significantly better against lefties, but the thing is, he's still good against righties. I feel like a lot of times when people see the splits of like, oh, he's much better against a lefty, I'm not going to take him against the righty. Well, it's like, no, just look at him individually against the righty, and it's still really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. A lot of times too, you can find them against a righty that gives up the dingers, and then you got to realize that he still might see a lefty tonight.
Exactly. Yeah,
I mean, so now you've got him in a good spot against righties, and then obviously in a great spot against lefties. But yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah, I love that. Speaking of a guy facing a lefty, my last pick, because you're done. You did your 3, right? I'm not
That's it, man. That is it. I mean, I think Bobby Witt, Barry Carpenter, and Michael Tolia. I don't know how any of those guys are all in the millie. I have no idea how any of those guys don't hit a home run tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing that scenario. All right, I have Juan Soto as my last
in the millie too.
Yeah,
I mean, Juan Soto, huh?
I love Juan Soto, and I love taking him when he's facing a left-handed pitcher because the odds are. I mean, look at FanDuel compared to every other book. I mean, if you use a Bovada, you're getting plus 450, but it's plus 420, on FanDuel, plus 425 at MGM.
325 at Caesars. You see that?
Yeah, 325 at Caesars, 350 at DraftKings. Still getting a really good price here, and really no matter what book you're taking it at. And like Soto yesterday was in the 200s, and it's just because he's facing a left-handed pitcher. But I think we had him twice last week, and I'm pretty sure he hit a home run both times.
Yeah, off the lefty too.
Yeah,
one of them.
Both of them were off.
Maybe both. Yeah,
it was both. He's hit 6 home runs in the last month off of left-handed pitching, and obviously he's facing lefty today. The thing is, he's facing Mitchell Parker for the Nats, who admittedly hasn't given up a ton of home runs.
He's only given up 1, dude.
Yeah, well, that is not a ton. That's not a ton of home runs.
Yeah,
but,
not a ton. That's actually correct. He's only
given up. But he also hasn't seen a ton of left-handed at-bats either. So it's a little bit of a small sample size kind of thing. He still gets hit hard enough against lefties. But if you look at Juan Soto against the 4-seam fastball, so you have Zeus up there for the audio listeners, he's going to see a 4-seam fastball over 50% of the time. What he has done against 4-seam fastballs, we see, I guess the last pitch, I guess that was yesterday, 84 point whatever miles per hour off the bat.
Yep.
But if you go further down,
320-foot fly out. But if you look, though, it's knuckle curve, slider, curveball, slider, sinker, change up, 4-seamer, 427, 112 miles an hour off the bat.
There we go. That's what we're talking about. And you scroll down to the next 4-seamer.
Struck out.
Okay, that one doesn't count.
That's fine. One, yeah, it doesn't count. The next one's a home run.
406-foot home run.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we get the point. There's another 406. Yeah. Like he definitely smashes the 4-seam fastball. I'd be shocked that will he see one.
Well, so he throws a 4-seam
balls.
He throws the fastball over 50% of the time.
Okay.
He only throws 3 pitches, and the next one he throws is a slider he throws that 40% of the time, which Soto also crushes sliders. That's the thing. Like, even if he wants to hide behind the four-seam fastball and throw a slider, we still see, 98 miles per hour off the bat. I mean, that was a single, but still 95.7 miles per hour off the bat on another slider. His stats on the year,
too.
Yeah. His stats against the slider are still really good. And there's no, I don't even know what his third pitch is because he throws it less than 10% of the time. Like that doesn't really bother me because unless he's going to, and again, Juan Soto crushes left-handed pitching in general. So it's like you're getting over 400 odds for a guy that's normally in the 200s just because he's seeing a lefty. And I'm looking at his game log specifically against four-seam fastballs. It's like, 8 at separate hits that are 100 miles an hour off the bat or higher. 4 of them traveled over 400 feet. 1 of them traveled 390 feet. And 1 of them was over 110 miles per hour. 2 of them, over 110 miles per hour. It's just been crazy how hard he's hitting the ball. And it's his first game back at Nats Park, someone told me. I didn't actually fact check that, so I hope they're right. First game back at Nats Park. Maybe he wants to show out a little bit against.
Have to hit one for the people.
Yeah, exactly.
If he cares about the fans, he'll put one in the seats.
Exactly.
Pinnacle just went down to 380 on him.
Yeah, they know. They're probably watching, even though this isn't live.
Yeah. No, I would guess that they definitely are watching somehow.
Yeah.
All right. That feels good. So who were your 3 again?
Yeah. So my 3, lefty heavy day. I went Kyle Schwarber, Rafael Devers, Juan Soto.
Okay. And I have Bobby Witt, Barry Carpenter, and Michael Tolio. I just feel like all 6 of those are going to hit me. I kind of just want to bet like a unit, you know what I'm saying, on a 6-legger.
On a 6-legger.
That's ballsy. We were at Mohegan, and me and my buddy, I think we put 200 on a 2-leg parlay.
Wow.
Dinger parlay. I was like, all right, that's a little more than I normally do it, but like, you get fired up, man. It's Friday night. We were going to the basketball game, the girls' game, the Connecticut Sun, and whoever they played, the Sky.
The Aces? Or is it Sky?
They played the Sky. It was Friday night. That was fun. My kids had a good time. It's like a bunch of girls that from my youngest daughter's like friend group, So they were all. It was just I don't know. It was fun. You know what I mean? Their families were there, so we're just hanging out at the casino. And getting a little bit loose with $200 dinger parlays. I generally try and stay like $50 half unit at the most for a 2-legger. Like I don't know that I'd go a full
2
unit
units.
on a 6-legger. I feel like and then 2 units on a 2-legger is just whatever.
What are you supposed to do? You get caught up in the moment. It's not your fault.
Yeah, man, I was fired up, dude. Not my fault. I didn't bring my laptop either, so I couldn't really do anything for like work. So that kind of got me like loose, But I don't know, man. I feel like this is, if you were gonna do a full unit on a 6-leg parlay, I'm gonna see what that would actually pay.
It would be these 3 guys.
Well, 6.
Or sorry, 6. Sorry, yeah, 6. 3 for each of us. Dude. That's the thing. All we need to do is hit 3.
I'm gonna see. So hang on one second. What I want you to do is start naming names. All right, so
yeah, I got you.
I'll go. I got Witt, Schwarber. I'll actually put it on the screen. So Witt, second game, Schwarber. Yeah, we do it on FanDuel just because I like FanDuel better, man. I think it's the blue.
And they accept more of my action than most of these other books.
Yeah. Yep, that's true too. But I don't know. The blue is good though.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a good blue. All right, so we got Soto in there. Hang on. I'm gonna see what a 1-unit 6-leg dinger parlay would be.
So we got Devers
from that game. The times are kind of right too, to where it gets you through the whole night. If you made it past like 7 o'clock, you would be so excited because Barry comes on at 8. And then I believe the other one's at 8:40. Tolia.
That sounds right.
That's like a Rockies time, 8:40. That's when they like to start their games.
6:40 local. Yeah, that was my life for 2 years living in Colorado.
Oh yeah. All right. So we couldn't even bet a full unit on that. It would be
it's over $1 million.
$1 million, yeah.
So what's if we were to do a milli, That'd be like what, like $55 or something?
So a half unit, $59.64 would win $1 million.
It's the funny thing. I'm not seeing a scenario where that doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I kind of want to hit like place one bet. You know what I mean?
Just click submit one time.
So irresponsible, but I can't do it because like it would be so cool to win $1 million. But speaking of which, I have a milli already ready. I'm about to do the video as soon as we hang up here, which I think we're pretty much done, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm gonna really regret not hitting place bet on that if they all 6 hit, because that would be hilarious. All year I've been throwing like $2 to get a milli at 8 guys, and then which all I really had to do was throw a half unit on like 6. Maybe we switch that next year. Just go like a full unit on 5.
Full unit on 5 still might be over $1 million, don't you think? Maybe not. Maybe because today was 6 for 60, so maybe not. Yeah, you're probably right.
You know what I mean? It's probably close. It's like in that ballpark. It's going to change every day. I mean, we got a 265 guy in there. Let me see what happens. If I took out the 265 guy in this one, I'm pretty sure it would be more than a unit. You're looking at 2 units on a 5-legger to win $1 million. Maybe, I don't know. We might have just uncovered something, dude.
Maybe.
Like I feel like we just like uncovered like, so it's a 5-leg parlay, 2 units a day. You'd have to hit one before 50 days though, because you'd be out of money.
That seems, I mean, you probably hit a couple by then, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you would need
to be profitable elsewhere.
Yeah. You would need some other things happening.
I mean, what you could do is also put them in a round robin. So like if 2 of them hit, you're at least getting some of your money back. I know you're not a round robin guy, but
yeah. Yeah, I like the all or nothing approach, but the round robin for 2-leggers is probably the way. So it's half unit on like 4 different guys. So then if 2 of them hit, you would hit 1 of them, and that would be like over $1,000.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that in the off season. What's the optimal way? Because I only want to bet dingers for the rest of my life. So you know what I mean? Like, what's the optimal way to do this? Because once you figure that out, I think at that point, your life is pretty much just golden, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you could retire every summer if you wanted to.
Yeah. Literally every summer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good talking to you. Tell everybody where you can find your stuff, because it's about that time that they're going to need to be finding you.
Yeah. No, appreciate that. Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at my Twitter handle, JediModi. Link to everything I do is in the description of the video. But Twitter is where you can find everything. If I post a YouTube video, if I post an article for Newsweek that I write, if I post some nonsense, it'll all be posted on Twitter at JediModi. Trying to get 10K followers. So anybody that could help me with that would be appreciated.
Awesome. Awesome. And then you can find me here on this channel. If you're not subscribed, do so now. Get the notifications on. We're going live today at 4 p.m., I believe, to go through the slate with the tools at OddsJam. See what happens. Hopefully we got some lineups out. We actually should. So that's a good thing. Maybe we can find some bangers. Until then, I will see you later. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.